Hello, hello, hello. We should be on the comms today. Let me get into the screen. It was not supposed to happen, but we'll go with the flow, you know. Get rid of our small box as well. Let's get the big box back in. Where's the big box? There it is. We'll go with the flow, and this is not wrong again. We are doing comms, I guess, and so. And yeah, we're prepared, even though we don't sound prepared, you know. For season 2, Mexico, EU tier 2 as well. I would love to race in it, but it's all good. If I can't race in it, it's all good, you know. As I guess, driven racing, Driven Racing League has put me in responsibility of the stream, so let me get up on my phone as well. It's EUT2. It's when there's only 3 commentators doing comms. Yeah, it's a bit shite. Luke, I don't know if you can hear me, but Luke, but I might be doing the comms if you want to do it with me or not. I don't mind, yeah. You, Derry, and Ryan, well, all 3 of us are doing it, yeah. Because I don't mind who does it, you know. I would prefer to do racing here today. Luke is checking his his DM in Discord. Okay, it's all good. Do not know why our game lags as well. So shall we get that gone? We can see that. I personally don't like this new thing, Majig, where you can just personally, I do not like this flipping thing. You get rid of all my things as well, and I didn't know about it, so yeah. Eden, how are you, Eden, today? Hopefully you're doing great. It's apparently Singapore. Oh, great. Just absolutely great. Looking for first point. Oh, let's go. Love. Oh, what the flip is that now? Good. Get me gone. Could anyone send me an invite if you could? That'd be greatly appreciated, as I've just been disconnected. Let me quickly leave the lobby first, and then if any of you could send an invite, that would be greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. Let me get in spectator mode. As yeah, this was a kind of a late thing. I didn't really know what I was doing. I said yes because I thought it was the F2 event thing. But I'm guessing it's not the F2 event, so I'm still willingly, happily gonna be here today, you know. I wouldn't bail out on a thing to do here. And I have 0 clue now how am I gonna stream VRL. That's gonna be a different challenge as well. Fix the title for ya. Thank you very much. Hopefully you're doing great as well. I'm guessing this is Dyrant or Dyrant. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. If it is not Dyrant, it's either Miguel or Lewis on the Driven Racing League channel or account messaging things. But anyway, as we get into the short qualifying around the Mexico track, the home track of Sergio Perez. My thoughts on it is, number one, if Perez was to win, it is a very low possibility that he is going to win. I want to hear some cheering for me. Okay, I'll do some cheering for you. Let me just quickly close my door and then I'll be back, everyone. What about me, your Williams co-league? Oh, co-league. He's closing the door. Yeah, and I'll have to do a bit of both, and I'll have to do a bit of cheering for both you then. I need it. Okay, anyway, I'll do a bit of both then. The first driver out on track is the Haas driver. Is that Gavido? No, it's not. It is his other driver in P14. Hopefully I'm not too loud today. But then, yeah. It is dry qualifying in the race. And wait, what? This driver is Comagun as oh yeah, he is a Comagun driver. As he is in P14. He's gonna be the first one out on track. Oh my god, as Firestorm has retired out of the session, Davido is also out of the session a bit too early, maybe because they have either pens or quali bands. When that is all good from them, but as we do see Comagun, it is strange saying that, but yeah, Comagun on his outlap. Behind him is either the Dairy Gamer or the Holy Horse. Gonna go on board with P1. It is the Dairy Gamer. Out on track. We can get the Tremelity thing up as well. And yeah, they do have quali bands, I am being told. The Kick Sauber is potentially going to be the first one to cross the line. Then all the way up the back, I can't really get to him. I can actually get to him actually, sorry, with my foot pedal thing. The Holy Horse is going to be... Oh, that's a bit strange actually. The Dairy Gamer just went out for no reason, question mark, as the Holy Horse is going to go down the long straight, deploying most of his battery in that Bright Kick Sauber, riding on board with him. If you look behind him, you can see that engine, and you can see that you can see the Haas driver just behind him, but riding on board with his engine does not sound particularly nice in that Kick Sauber car, as I do know the Ferrari engine has been updated, and it does smell like a stinker of an engine type to be driving out there today. But then on board with him, he has got purple sector 1 so far. The Holy Horse can be on for pole, but can he get beaten as well, as he's doing an alright job so far, keeping it within track limits. But which corner will put him off of this racing line, as he has got a personal best sector 2 going down into the last few corners. The last one corner after this corner could come in. He does go with, it is going to be a 1 minute 13 or 4:15. It's going to be a 1 minute 15.6. What is the driver behind in P14, Comagun, going to be doing? He just starts his lap. Comagun does just starts his lap. Maybe he had an invalidation. And then you see Edin getting himself up into P2. What a lap time there. As Edin did say he wanted some cheering. Edin. As in, yeah, the Edin of the RB driver, you can see him weaving down that straight, showing he might be a bit excited in that car. As in TG Lucas in P3 for the Ferrari crew, the Aston Martin in P4 so far at the moment, but then Elite goes P2, just up in front of the RB, and then the McLaren has gone and taken it away in P1. Gonna go on board with the Williams driver. He goes good enough for P7. He is definitely impressing his team today within the top 10. As you can see, he's looking a bit excited. Come on, Williams, you know. The Williams crew doing their best so far. Yeah, the next driver crossing the line, will it be? It will be for Mercedes in P13. As the McLaren does go into the pit, the McLaren does go up to P4. Little Aussie into P4. P9 it is for the Mercedes crew. Not too bad from them. Lance Stroll has got his lap invalidated, so he'll have to go again. The Ferrari driver of TG Lucas is probably going to be in the lap. Yeah, he is going to be in the pit lane actually. It is the RB in P5. He is not improving. Let me quickly find an improvement. He's not improving. Who's the next driver in between? Yeah, he's definitely not improving. Oh, he's going slow. Yeah, he's going well slow. Maybe just letting the car past him behind. Doing his team a favour there for their likings. As you can see, Lance Stroll maybe on a push lap this time. He hasn't set a lap time just yet, but what can he do? As what a username right there. As you see, he isn't really deploying much battery. He is going to be a bit slow. Maybe good enough for the top 10, or maybe just outside of the top 10 here today. But then as we see that Aston Martin almost cutting the corner there, getting very, very close to the wall. As instead of finishing his lap time, he goes onto the pit lane. As Edin is the man to impress. He is improving now. Come on, Edin. Let him cook, you know. Let him cook. As he goes across this corner. Goes up to the line. It is a good lap time for P3. And it is a huge improvement there for the RB. The Red Bull sister team. Back out on board is TK. He is also live on Twitch, I'm pretty sure. If you haven't been following him, what are you doing? But it's all good if you haven't been following him. You might as well, after this video, after this live stream, go drop him a follow, you know. Oh, as it does look like there is. Oh, I don't know actually. That looked a bit strange. It looked like there was some rain on the track into turn 1, which was a bit strange, but yeah. As TK does go through the first sector at the moment. It's a 28.9 so far for that Red Bull Racing driver here today. He's doing an amazing job here, keeping it within the limits, pushing his car's limits. He knows where he needs to be. He knows what he's got to do. Oh, he almost runs way too wide there. Maybe just forgetting the track mid-corner and almost running it way too wide. Or maybe it was part of his plan. Yeah, maybe it was just part of his plan. As we do see, he is doing quite good so far. Slowly getting those gears up and getting them down as well. Up to the line he goes. What time will it be? It is good enough for P8, just in front of the McLaren and the other drivers. as we are gonna go on board with the Holy Horse. He is also improving. He's just gone past Sector 1. He's righted that curb quite goodly, quite good so far. He goes to gets himself up into Sector 2. He is down on his time. Not okay, not bad so far. Indeed, not too bad. As an the Holy Horse would be maybe a bit too disappointed with that spin right there, as he probably would have had a bit more control over the car as he goes to cross the line, maybe trying to save battery on his outlap here today. With an elite pilot in P4 for the Alpine team. What can he do? He's got a goal in mind. Can he achieve it? And if he can achieve it, that would be greatly appreciated and greatly shown, as he's dropped down to P5 now as TJ Lucas improves up into P4. But then that is the Alpine car losing some... Oh, he's lost his front wing. As he had a mistake, he might have accidentally hit the wall mid-corner for that driver there today. Gonna go on board with RT. Yeah, RT, or in the Mercedes and P10. He has DRS enabled, but he is on lap none. As you can see, that Williams car just getting out of his way. He knows he's got a rivalry in front of him. He knows what he's got to do. Can the Williams make it pay off in the Williams paddock, as the driver behind isn't sent a lap time just yet? Maybe he's also got a quali band here today. When, as you see, that Williams driver is using most of the curbs to his advantage. Gonna ride on board quickly with P10. His lap is invalidated actually, so he cannot ride on board with him any time soon. As Coma Gun in P4 is going to be cooking here today. He's improving most. So he would maybe just gain one free place here today, as the Edin letting all of the drivers out of his way. Then you see Coma Gun, a new fast lap from the McLaren driver, but then Coma Gun, he improves, but not enough just to get P3. Yo. How are you, Dairy Gamer? Hopefully you're doing great. As an Edin is gonna potentially be pushing on his next push lap maybe. As we see the Holy Horse in P2. His lap is invalidated though, sadly. But he could potentially improve on a new fresh set of tyres. As in, the driver in P1 he has got a lap invalidated in the McLaren car in P1. All he needs to do is really improve, and he has improved once again on his previous lap. So he's got nothing to worry about here today. As you see, he is letting the drivers behind him past nice and safely, as we see on board with Edin. He is a bit down on his time, but he is doing a non-push lap here. He's just warming up the tyres on his first lap, then potentially going full hammer time, full sending it, and maybe he can just set that lap time right there, as he does keep it in P3 for now. Deploying most of his battery down the long straight, keeping it nice and calm and collective, knowing what he's got to do in mind. He knows he's got a mission. Can that mission be achieved? or will it be somewhat achievable? And he does go, and it's not improved so far, but he's not far behind on his new fastest lap. If he can improve, he could potentially just take away P2 here from the Holy Horse, but he's gonna have to find nearly like one full tenth here in Mexico. As he has found more than 1/10. He's found 3/10 here. Here's a personal best, sector 2. He is gonna be going through the roof here today, and if he can just manage to set this lap time, it will be all the way up into P2, or even better, it is P2, as not far behind of P1. But then P1 has set a storm of a lap time there, as Elite Pilot would have been happy with a P2, but he sadly gets dropped down to P3, just letting the traffic behind him go past. The Williams in P7 at the moment. His wheel is bugging at the moment. I'm trying to fix it. Oh. Whose wheel is that? Is that the Dairy Gamer's wheel? Or the Holy Horse's wheel? Yeah. The Holy Horse, that is. Ah. I hope you get it fixed before the race. Yeah. Who's also on the where is he? There he is. Comagun also on another lap here today. I think that's his third lap here today, his third push lap here. Maybe using all 3 soft tyres here to his advantage. Can he potentially cook in EUT2? As he goes through sector 1, he's not improving, but he's nearly 7 full tenths down on his lap time here. But he does instead let RT behind him in P11, let him past. As RT, he is improving by 0.2 tenths here today. Even though it is little tenths, they could really pay off here today. As you could be P11 and then the next thing you could only gain 1/10 and you could potentially be on pole, or maybe be in P3, as he's lost that 2/10 now, as he's down on his lap time. Can he re-find those 2/10 into the last corner? But he has not. P1 has retired out of the session, as he is going to be disappointed with that not improvement. I'm improving, yeah, let's go, love to see that. As P2 isn't too bad, you know. Yeah, it's not too bad. As you could get a good start and potentially be P1, you know, with a slipstream, all of that stuff. But then riding on board with the Alpine crew in P3, he's not really improving. Maybe he's not going for a push lap right here today, as there's probably still, as hopefully those problems have been fixed for the Kick Sauber driver in P4. They're looking alright so far here today, on pace wise. And then hopefully that problem is fixed in game. As he does go to cross sector 1, it isn't huge improvement, 0.1 tenth so far in sector 1, that is so far, as that is qualifying over. There will be drivers crossing the line. If you can find an improvement, it would have to be now to find that huge improvement. Otherwise, your lap could be invalidated and then just not be able to improve. As that is the Dairy Gamers, the Holy Horse's lap invalidated sadly. But he is down by 9/10 as it is right now. Coma Gun also down by 9/10 into Sector 1. As in he goes completely wide, trying to let past drivers behind him. When Coma Gun should have really had priorities here today. But as you do see, that car in front of him is potentially holding him up here today. That's a bit of a tongue twister for me. Then that slipstream would be helping him out, but he isn't going to be improving much here today. As that is it. All that is AI. Yeah, that is all here today for the qualifying today. Into the race we go. As here's your top 10 for today. You've got the McLaren on pole with the driver behind him. Oh, whoops. With the driver behind him, Eden in the Fear Cash Up RB, the Alpine in P3, the Kick Sauber in P4, the Haas in P5, the Red Bull in P6, P7 is a Ferrari for Williams in P7. I'm pretty sure, yeah, P7. Then in P9, P8 is for McLaren's second driver. Then P10, I'm pretty sure that was RT in the Mercedes. As indeed, good luck everyone. As we are waiting for the 5 red lights to go out and the drivers to choose all of their strategies here today. Come on. Go within. As then it is going to be 5 red lights and it's lights out and away we go into this race here. Already 1 retirement and it has caused a virtual safety car off the start from Lance Stroll at the back of the field in that Aston Martin, causing that safety car, causing that virtual safety car actually, sorry, one second guys, my volume, it sounds a bit loud. But yeah, that sounds fair enough. As one driver is already out of the race in the Aston Martin, already on lap 1 out of 36 here today. This race, as it is going to be more chaotic as it stands. As one small mistake from one driver could potentially lead your race out. You could be leading a race and then you could have one small spin that could put you into dead last maybe. As in the Holy Horse getting a 10-second time penalty for collision with Eden. Did not see what happened there, but that is a very unfortunate result there. As in it is going to be it is going to be resumed racing for the new fastest lap from P1. When it was under virtual safety car conditions though. He has a grey star. Eden is going to go for the move up into P2, whilst the driver behind Elite is going to go for the resend. They make contact, these two drivers. These two drivers are holding each other up behind them and in front of them. They're holding themselves up as through goes Coma Gun up into P2 from P4. This driver has did a double overtake here as he's got a purple best sector 1 as well. This man is cooking, and then back in P3. P3 is defending for his life whilst Edin is just holding on for dear life, losing one position already under that virtual safety car and under battling between those drivers. As I've just had reports from a driver in the chat saying that Alpine is leaving no space out on the track as it does, as there might be reports about that coming in soon, as an Elite gets a move done. He gets his head down, as in TK gets the move done, but then it is not officially done. These two drivers keeping it nice and oh my god, as in the holy horse goes into the wall, causing another virtual safety car. Oh my god, he's lost his front wing as well. He is gonna be near dead last, but it is only a virtual safety car here on lap 3 out of 36. We're not even halfway through this and there's 2 virtual safety cars. As the overall standings stand, Mercedes in P1 in the overall standings. Oh my god, David getting himself speeding under VSC. That would be a drive-through there for him, sadly. Don't know how he got that, but bit unlucky there from him. That's again amazing on-board camera angle from here. Comagun gonna potentially go for the send. Has he got the slipstream and the DRS? The DRS is enabled. He is potentially gonna be deploying no battery. You would have thought he is gonna deploy battery. He goes for the send. He gets the move done. Oh, I do see what you were saying now. The Alpine potentially wasn't given enough space, maybe. As yeah, that was a bit of an incident on board. But then TJ Lucas has got personal best sector 1 so far, whilst the race leader is just storming away at the moment. Whilst P11 is being challenged by the Williams. The Williams got himself up into P12 actually. As in Loco in P9 for the Mercedes, doing a great job so far within the top 10. He is on a bit of a DRS train. Oh my god, as in the Aston Martin just going completely wide there. As in Davido goes for the move. He gets the move done. Oh my god, that is a Williams driver in the wall here today on lap 5. Might be his first race here today, sadly. But he has got no front wing here today in this race. Whilst in the mid-pack for P10, it is taken away by the Aston Martin, but the ghosted AI in P11. Whilst up at the front, the battle for P2 is still ongoing. These two drivers, the Edin versus Comagun, who can potentially go for the move and who will come out glorious in P2, as Edin looking quite good on his race pace, but then Comagun looking very good on his ERS management, as it is a caution at the back for the Alpine driver in P9. Now as he drops down to P12 actually, as he just hit the wall, he has hit a wall, he might have. Yeah, he has hit a wall, losing his front end plate here on his left side. And these two have a great amazing battle for P12. RT versus Elite. Elite pilot has to say he is going to decide to stay behind. He does go into the pit lane after all. The battle for P3 is still on board, but these three, well, these three drivers, one would be defending, the other two would be attacking on the Haas driver right there. So the middle driver in this battle is Edin. He is basically defending and attacking. He doesn't want to lose P3, but he does want to gain P2 though. As you do see, he is trying to gain any time towards Komagon. He knows his strategies. He knows what he can do. When can he do what he's got to do in this race here? As in Firestorm getting passed up into P6. Dairy Gamer getting himself a 3-second time penalty at the back. Actually in P10, yeah, in P10. As in this battle is still going on here today. For the higher places. Edin goes for the move. He goes and he puts his name up into glory. Whilst Komagon behind, chilling on battery. Versus TJ Lucas, also kind of not really chilling on that battery. Edin gets that extra dosh or extra slipstream of that DRS to his advantage, whilst Komagon having none of that DRS before that detection point. Whilst through goes the Mercedes. Can the Williams go for the move, as he has got some front wing end plate damage, which would be very critical there for him. He might be looking a bit slow in for overall, but he is doing a good job trying to hold on though. He needs to put on maybe at least medium % battery, or maybe hot lap modes. As there is a driver out of the session that has caused a safety car here today. Just within time of the McLaren cutting the course to get back into the pit lane. As that's going to promote the top 3 drivers here, maybe even more. holding that inside line, making sure he is gonna go for P9. He has got the move done now, but then can the driver behind of Davido get the switchback? But he hasn't got that switchback. It's in at the back. The Holy Horse, the Dairy Game actually, the other kick sober, having a bit of a moment there. Maybe getting a bit caught out of on that safety car restart. And on board with Comagun, looking for the send. Oh, he making a bit of contact with Edin. Those two both season champions, I'm pretty sure, last season. So them two are hopefully going to be showing some great sportsmanship between those two, between them two drivers, as it is finally lap 12, which is almost. Is it almost midway through? I can't tell, I can't do my maths. But Williams getting himself up into P9. It's better than P10, as in these two drivers still going at it. P7 versus P8. As there's a huge pile up at the back. Don't know what's happened there. There was a yellow flag back out on track. Firestorm and Edin are at the front. Firestorm doing a miracle at the moment. The Holy Horse in P11, but then the Alpine driver, I don't know where he's been sent to. Has he been sent to the shops, or I don't know what's happened to him. As in back up at the front, and the Firestorm, and will team orders be played here? They are currently being played. Team orders were applied. Can Firestorm lead this race? The lead pilot is out of the session. It has caused another safety car here today, guys. As we will do what? Oh my god, a 10-second time penalty for contact with Comagun. As a 10-second time penalty for another driver as well. Gonna go into the time penalty page as well, just to see. Oh my god. Great. I will get some music back on as well, so don't you worry, you legends. again, this is our second safety car on lap 14. It comes into the pit lane. Let's see what the McLaren start will be looking like. It looking a bit slow at the moment. You want to be prepared for it, as you could go gear 2, as in he has gone for the sleep. He has gone for the what's it called, the napping technique, as in the McLaren has stormed away so far. He's got an alright start here, trying to take advantage of the top 3 drivers trying to pull away with them. These 3 drivers, and then at the back, you see Firestorm battling with TJ Lucas. These 2 drivers, given if they're all at this early stage, so is Loco. 1 second guys, let me get rid of that. As in Loco does get himself up into P9, battling against Firestorm, as Edin is also behind on fresher tyres with Firestorm. The team orders are played between these 2 VR Kashaps. The mediums might be the tyre to go on to this on lap 15. Can Edin do the miracle and get past the driver up in front, whilst in P13 Comagon has got a penalty for track limits. That is going to be a bit costly, but is he going to go for the send? He was potentially going to think about going for the send. Rush riding on board with Firestorm's front wing. You see he's just getting P10, as in DRS once and again enabled with plenty of overtaking to do here this race, as up in P11, making sure that Williams got a name to himself, as another driver in P4, the other Williams car, potentially putting some pressure on Davido in that P3 car. Is he going to go for the send? The DRS isn't enabled this lap for the Williams, and I don't know if it is enabled for any other driver. But Firestorm is struggling so far. Maybe it is the hard tyres, not really warming up in his favour. Maybe he thought the track temperature was a bit hotter, maybe. And indeed, he is struggling here today. As an Edin in P8 riding on board with him, he has got a 3-second time penalty for track limits. That is going to be very costly, as we're going to go on board with wrong driver. There he is, P4 right now, that Williams driver. As in the other Williams driver gets getting himself up into P9. Super sorry guys, it does say safety car, but there is no safety car on board. As in he goes for the move. Come on Williams, he's cooking right now. As in he has got himself up into P3. Davido's gonna have to stay behind in that Haas car. The American team gonna have to stay behind. Was on board with the Firestorm in P9. He is kind of on tyres that must be cold, surely. As in Davido gets himself back up into P3. Can he get the switchback though? He has the switchback line, but he just didn't feel maybe confident with that switchback in place. And these 4 drivers trying to battle for 1 place, 1 driver trying to hold on for dear life, as that is the Holy Horse versus Loco, the Dairy Gamer and Edin. These 3 drivers are gonna definitely put on a show, as in his teammate, the Kicksalver of the Dairy Gamer, trying to put some pressure on the Mercedes to help out his teammate here today, whilst Edin isn't really trying to help out anyone. He's just doing his race as he wishes to do so. As in up at the front where P5 is, Slipstream and DRS is now enabled. Maybe it was a different part of Slipstream. As in he goes for the move up into P5. He uses most of the track. He gets past the Holy Horse. Can his teammate just get past? No, he can't. He has to stay behind here for this lap here. The Williams up in front has an advantage over the Haas driver here today, as the Haas driver has no DRS, but he is going to go for the send anyways. He tries to go for the send. and that send did not pay off for him, as in Loco in front in the Mercedes trying to pull away from the Kick Sauber, and he is slowly but surely doing him that favour, whilst the Dairy Gamer is going full Sergio Perez mode maybe? Oh, he is going full Sergio Perez mode, and he has gone into a wall, as there is the safety car gone, as an Artie goes completely way off the track there. Maybe just running out of space on track to go on, to maybe go for the move. Whilst up into P5, Loco, maybe on the fresher tyres, could be potentially the pole sitter. He could be on fresher tyres, and he is on fresher tyres by 6 lap old tyres. This driver could be up there within laps. All he needs to do is keep his head calm and say, okay, I am the pole sitter, I am the main guy who needs to get through the field quick, you know? As in the McLaren all the way up in the front, they're stormed off, has done a wild one, you know? He's way up in front of it, as in TK where is he? I can't see him. Where is he? Where is he? I literally flipping can't. I can't see. I can't see where TK is. Oh, TK in P2. He got himself a 3-second time penalty as well. As there is the safety car display gone. Can Loco potentially go for the send, or will he go for the switchback line? What could he do? He's got a bunch of strategies in mind, but only one could potentially work for him, as an Edin going for the move. Oh, making a bit of contact with Comagon here today, and maybe a bit of the Williams drive behind us. There's a bit of front end plates going off the car there, of maybe of the Williams car it was. As in these two drivers, Firestorm versus Davido, gonna go for the move. He tries to go for the switchback line, but he didn't really get that switchback line on lap 20 now here today. The lead is getting the lead isn't really getting challenged. It's like Lando Norris versus Max Verstappen in real life. But then in this favour, it is maybe Oscar Piastri taking the lead, and maybe Perez just letting him pull away. As in then P3 is potentially going to be challenged. Actually, P2 is going to be challenged as well. So these three drivers are all going to play into this battle, play into this race here today. Oh, I'm going to have to quickly invite a driver. Where is he? Where is he? I do not know if I am blind. Am I blind? Have I just missed him? Super sorry, guys. I might be blind. I might be blind. Yeah. I physically might be blind. I don't know. I do not know. But anyway, Loco has got himself up into P2 on the fresher tyres. Now race. Yeah, it is a bit. Yeah. I get you on that comment. But then Comic-Con potentially going to be able to gain up to the Holy Horse. Will the Holy Horse put up a good battle, or will he just let him go and maybe pull away? As in he has that slipstream, he has the DRS as well to his car. He isn't going to go for the send too early. He has got some front wing damage though, which is going to be very costly to his race. He has crossed the line. He is going to go down the long straight in P5 at the moment. He is going to go for the send. He gets the send down. He gets his head down. He gets up into P5. What a lovely move there from him. But then the Holy Horse is going to go back at him. And these two drivers are going to put on a show here today. And hopefully they can make it nice and clean, as they're doing a great job so far. Comagun gonna go for the resend, but the space is given. He goes for the switchback line. He goes completely pushed off the track, maybe there. As all in this battling is gaining P6 into the battle. These two drivers just going side by side can really cost him so much time here. And it is going to be a bit of a pain to see these two drivers. Oh, yeah, it's a bit of a pain seeing these two drivers losing time this early. As in, you see, he does get his head down finally, but can the Kicksauber go for him? But then finally, his teammate has arrived on the show, arrived on the action. What can he do? Can he put any pressure on his teammate or even on the Haas driver? As you see, he's looking a bit slidey and a bit of a slidey tyres on that car of his. And he is keeping it nice and calm. He knows what he's got to do. He's using those tyres to his advantage though, as he's gained 7 places so far. A team out of the points, getting back into the points with enough laps to go. Could they be the team to win it here potentially? Or could they go down in crumbles? As in, he goes completely wide there, losing all of his... yeah, losing his grip and his tyre. TK also got a 3-second time penalty here. The Holy Horse isn't... oh my god! What is the Holy Horse doing? I just saw him almost accidentally take out Comagun here, as in he leaves the session for some reason. Do you not know if that's internet wise maybe? Very unfortunate there. As that is him definitely leaving. Yeah, that is him definitely leaving the session then. That would be a free place for all of these drivers here potentially, as he does not get DRS as well. Yeah, he's going to be losing a bunch of time. The next battle on board is the Kicksauber in P6 versus P5 Firestorm versus the Dairy Gamer. Who can come out on top here today? Or P5, even though it is little points, it still could pay off in the long run. As in, at the back, RT, don't know what he's done, but he's still in it. As in, the Holy Horse is back in the session. Hopefully he is going to take... Sorry guys, I do not mean to... yeah, you know. Just hearing that engine, it just makes me feel like I'm gonna throw up, you know? Not physically, but like potentially mentally. I know that the Ferrari engine is like but anyway, Davido is out of the session in the Haas. He has caused a safety car. That's gonna make sure our laps, the time is gonna be way longer than it should have really been here today. As he has drive-through for RT, speeding under safety car conditions. As you know what time it is today once again.
heard. I wish I had a better voice and sang some better words. I wish I found some chords in an order that is new. I wish I didn't have to rhyme every time I sang. I was told when I get older all my fears would shrink, but now I'm insecure and I care what people think. My name's Blurry Face and I care what you think. My name's Blurry Face and I care what you think. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. We're stressed out. Sometimes a certain smell will take me back to when I was young. How come I'm never able to identify where it's coming from? I'd make a candle out of it if I ever found it. Try to sell it, never sell out of it. I'd probably only sell one. Maybe to my brother, cause we have the same nose, same clothes, homegrown, a stone's throw from a creek we used to roam. But it would remind us of when nothing really mattered. Out of student loans and treehouse homes, we all would take the ladder. My name's Blurry Face and I care what you think. My name's Blurry Face and I care what you think. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. We used to play pretend, give each other different names. We would build a rocket ship and then we'd fly it far away. Used to dream of outer space, but now they're laughing at the face, saying wake up, you need to make money. Yeah, we used to play pretend, give each other different names. We would build a
as we go back under safety, we go back under racing conditions, as there is, I think, 7 laps to go, including one final last lap, as in Loco getting the move done up into P2, I'm pretty sure that is, yeah, P2, getting his head down, making sure he can keep that position, yeah, nice and done today, as Magnacore in P3, getting his head down as well, but he's not really, I don't know if he's locked in as much, but to drive behind Firestorm, doing alright here today. There is some blue flags being shown for some drivers. There might be some drivers being lapped within the Red Bull on board, hearing that lovely engine. I won't be any biased, but that engine is way better than Ferrari, and that is my opinion, and yeah, is my opinion, so yeah. The safety car isn't deployed, but it is from the last safety car. As in, what a battle between these two drivers. It is Comagun versus the Williams driver. These two drivers given enough space. DRS is enabled now. Who will have the advantage? The DRS flap isn't enabled for these both drivers. It is enabled for these drivers. Maybe it's next lap then. As Loco is doing a great job for Mercedes in the standings at the moment, as they are P1 overall, but RT not really doing a good job in P10, only 1 extra point to his name, whilst Williams P3 and P8, is that almost equivalent of a P2 and yeah, Yo Homo, I don't know how you say his name, but Yachinto is leading the race though. He is improving as well on his new fastest lap as well. He's doing an amazing job here today. I'm super sorry for the small screen. I could change it. As in, he's got a new fastest lap as well in the McLaren. Yeah, I can change it back, I don't mind. I'll change it back then. As in, here is our better improved screen that some people might like a bit more, because it's more bigger and more better, you know, but yeah, Loco is he is in P2, but he's not really gaining much time to P1, as they're both on equal tyres. They're both on 5-lap-old tyres. I'm not saying it isn't possible. It is possible from Loco to potentially gain all of that time, and yeah, potentially be in it to win it, you know, as TKAO, I'm pretty sure it is. He is not far behind either. So there's a bunch of positions being made and lost. Firestorm getting himself up into P3. The driver in P4 has lost a bit of time as well. There you go. As all of the times are coming back on the board, they're not really glitching out anymore, hopefully, luckily, yeah. The Williams is on for a P3 if he can get this move done past Firestorm with his lines of choice. Can he do this? No pressure on for him, but him and Edin are amazing drivers here in DRL, not VRL, DRL, yeah. And yeah, they know what they gotta do. They just gotta apply it to their race. Yeah, to their race, the racing, yeah. As in the driver in P8 for the Williams as well. He's doing an alright job. He's not far behind Comagun. And all he really needs to do is just keep it within the track limits, as he could be all the way up into P4 depending on the penalties given out here today, as he has gained a bunch of places as well. Yeah, he could potentially go up to P5 or P6. Yeah, he could potentially go up to P5 with where he is at the moment. Doesn't really need to push that hard if he wants to potentially get a good top 10, top 5 points maybe from this Williams driver at the back. All he is doing really is trading DRS and making sure he has enough DRS for himself here, as in he's gonna go and get another advantage of DRS with Komagon feeling like he's been robbed by the game, as yeah, this game is a bit bad in some reasons, but it's good in the other reasons, you know. Like for example, Firestorm, I think he was kind of cooking last year's game, but now he's even more cooking, you know. He's doing a great job here. Derry Gamer's alright, you know, he's got some good pace at the moment. He's doing alright for his team. You've got Komagun, he's always quick, you know. Unless if you put him in a very bad game that has like 0 qualities and yeah, 0 learning, handling stuff, all of that jazz. He probably wouldn't be cooking then, but yeah. Is he gonna go for the move as well? Has he got enough battery to go for the move as well? As an up in front, his team, the Williams driver, not his teammate, the Williams driver is potentially looking to get up into P6 already. He goes completely wide off the track, not getting a penalty, but RT in P10, taking more of a hit all the way at the back. As you see, he's not really in a fight for anything today. As an older Red Bull driver, he has been spun potentially. As in, I do not know where the Williams driver is going, cutting the track really, and getting a 3-second time penalty. To be fair, I don't blame him really. Just cutted the full track and gained an advantage. And clearly the FIA saw that in their box, in their commentary box, wherever they were looking. But then riding on board with P4, Firestorm has got something to show. He could be the future Daniel Ricciardo potentially, as truly sad news. Daniel Ricciardo will not be racing next season. And it is potentially confirmed he is leaving the F1 grid because, yeah, I don't know why, but yeah, Christian Horner didn't like him. Liam Lawson, they need to put him in somehow, and yeah, they could have waited a potential next year, or yeah, they could have gave what's his name, Daniel Ricciardo for Red Bull seat, you know. But sadly, it is what it is. But we do need Daniel Ricciardo for the memes, you know. We just need him. It's like Fernando Alonso. We have him sometimes for the memes when he used to win. Daniel Ricciardo is a new memer person. He does memes. Yeah. Oh my god, there's a bit of an incident in that corner. Where is that? Is that Loco? No, it's not. It might. I don't know. I don't know who that was actually. And there was a driver having a bit of an incident there, sadly, but we didn't get to see it. Well, on board with this battle right here, right now. Two AI ghosted cars versus a real player here today. As there's not much battling happening at the moment, but this driver is one of the good pacey drivers in EU Tier 2. And it is going to be the final lap here around Mexico. Yeah, it is probably going to go all the way down to the last few corners. Will the McLaren mess up these last 2 corners? And it will be coming home for the McLaren team, as they do come home to cross the line. Into the last corner they go. RT getting himself another 3-second time penalty, as that is him crossing the line. The Mercedes, both Mercedes crossing the line, even one is left, as in the battle for P3 is on board. The Williams will sadly lose it due to time penalties. For Derry Gamer in P5, not Young, what's his name? Kermagun in P6. Will he be promoted up to P5? No, he won't. He's too far behind, maybe. And he's lost his front wing. He's lost his front wing. As that is a P4 for the Williams. Can this driver gain any places due to the time penalties? But he's lost. Yeah, he isn't gonna. Oh, sadly, isn't he? As that is him gonna cross the line in solid P9 here today. As your driver of the day here today is gonna be Firestorm in the Ferrari. Actually, no, RB, yeah. Thank you everyone for having me here. I am Leo Coco PC on the DRL Driven Racing League channel. Yeah, I've been here solo today. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you do want to get a screenshot of the race results, feel free to do that. I'll give you enough time to give it a bit of a screenshot on your phones or wherever you are in DRL. And yeah, feel free to do that, and then once you've done that, peace out. Enjoy.